So a few moments pass as things progress here after Z left. Um, and you get hit with this odd sinking feeling, like this almost like a very sick, like intense sickness takes over you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. My 3.
23.
Yeah. 19 plus 4.
You lucked out, dude. You skirted the worst of it. So
I hate to go back, Michael, but you talked about shrapnel damage, and I never caught how much shrapnel damage.
it was 12.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you.
So you lurch forward, Calamacy. It takes you almost down to your knees. You're able to like fight off this intense feeling, but immediately this life force is ripped from you. You feel these powers that you had before stripped away, this connection to this powerful force you had before stripped away from you. You're going to lose permanently 66 health. And you lose access to all of your warlock abilities. This intense shiver and cold sweat builds up on your body. Carmina kneels down and grabs a hold of you. Are you okay?
Yeah. Just lost my warlock powers.
Okay. Is there like, do you need a drink or something? I don't know how to handle that.
I'm just gonna lay here on this stone floor for a little bit.
Lightning echoes in the distance. You can see a cloaked figure approaching, kind of making puddle noises as he approaches through the pathway. He's probably 100 feet away still.
Emus is gonna take notice, being sharp, and run to the doorway, peer out, and kind of see who it is.
And you can see a cloaked Mancho Chariz approaching. A little disgruntled.
I'm going to assume this is the headmaster of the...
No. That's like the French guy that's doing the party for us.
Oh, okay.
Monsieur Emus, we have a problem.
Yes, what's the problem?
This dreadful rain is going to ruin our festivities.
Emus is going to mutter something about a portal ruining the festivities well before then. Is there no place where we can hold it inside? What about the Colosseum where they have the monster fighting?
Outside? That is the Colosseum is outside. The Helm Temple is inside. People are going to track all their mud, and I'm dealing with these insufferable idiots setting up the tables. I wanted to come and offer to postpone the festivities, but we can still have them tonight. I can make it work. There's nothing Charisse cannot do. But I'm just stressed under the conditions, you know.
Emus kind of bemuses to turn back. So we're being told that we might have to postpone the festivities tonight. Does anyone have any objections to that?
No, the party planner is the law.
You're here.
Postpone it is.
Awkwardly scratches his neck. As well as the rather awkward issue of the funeral services and all coinciding with the festivities.
Well, we definitely know what the festivities to coincide with funerals. Maybe if we can, would it be possible to make the funerals part of the festivities, like honoring them as part of our... I don't know.
He makes this like gross face and he goes, ugh. Don't you think that isn't bad taste?
Yes, of course. It was just my thought.
Not a very good one. He's going to turn. Very well. Still in the Helm Temple, I get things set up. It gives me another day to deal with these insufferable morons, but I will make do. He turns. And he looks at you. And he says, as they put all of the cutlery on the light side of the plate.
The whore.
All right. And he disappears in the distance. This kind of tingling sensation, this energy kind of surfaces in the air as this midday appears to take on kind of a evening hue with the darkness of the clouds and the rain.
So Crimea, why? I mean, knowing that he's the leader of your group, I mean, obviously he's so dangerous, but if he's down in the Underdark, didn't you, I mean, that's the first time I saw you. Do you guys spend a lot of time down there?
She nods. Yeah. It wasn't until we found most of Vecna's parts.
Most of Vecna's parts?
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard of Vecna. She raises an eyebrow. Powerful lich hundreds of years ago. Almost destroyed humanity. Like raises an eyebrow, like confused at what y'all learned at school.
Did our memories come back?
Yeah, some of them did. I think you guys would remember now Vecna from school. You would have been taught about Vecna in school. So do you guys want a little lore dump on who Vecna is?
Sure.
Okay, Vecna was a once human king. He ascended to godhood at one point. Here's a picture of him. He was later destroyed, but he was so powerful that a lot of his magical might remained in the body parts left behind from his corpse. So, such as the hand of Vecna, the eye of Vecna, different body parts of his still possess like very power. Like you can cast easily 9th magic spells from some of his body parts. And it appears that Carmina is talking about the Chosen were out seeking those body parts in the Underdark.
Do we know like how he became power, what he was known for, what he did while he was alive?
Make an intelligence check for me, bitch.
Can you roll for me? I still don't have my character sheet.
Oh yeah. Okay, you rolled well. So he has a couple different names. He was known as the Maimed Lord, the Arch Lich, the Whispered One. He, for a while, ruled over the domain of Arcana, Death, and Knowledge. He was obsessed with acquiring, maintaining secrets. That he believed that secrecy was the like source of power in a lot of arcane practice. Yeah, and he like I don't think you would know that like much other than like what he did to the world. I don't think you'd know a lot about like his personal life. So in one of his earliest battles, Vecna was nearly destroyed by clerics of the god Pelor. Basically, it was a catastrophic event. This dude raised like a bunch of like dead, like he was this huge necromancer. He was trying to like overthrow huge sects of the population back in his day, all about like magical superiority. kind of like how the Sharians are in a way.
So, looking a little bit horrified, Amos is going to go ahead and ask her, are you just collecting his body parts to use them, or are you trying to bring him back?
Well, Arkan has prophetic vision, he says. He believes that the dragon masks aren't required to bring back his goddess Tiamat. He believes that through the power of Vecna and his remnants, she can be raised from the 9 hells.
How many parted parts have you guys gathered so far?
She looks down, kind of ashamed. Both of the known ones. We have the left eye and the left hand.
How many other body? Well, I mean, what do you know of how many body parts are there?
Theoretically, many. The only ones known to us are his hand and left eye. It's not confirmed that any of the other remaining parts are still intact, but many still seek believing.
Amos is going to step forward a little bit, kind of nervously, and kind of nod my head. Can we have a aside real quick?
She nods and walks over to you.
I'll let the rest of the party do their thing. You can talk about it later.
Yeah, what is everyone else doing?
So are they like right there, or are they going outside to have an aside?
Where are you wanting to have it, Amos?
I was wanting to have it out of earshot of everyone else, so like maybe down the hallway since it's raining outside.
Okay. Like
Alright.
back into the room with Varys's body?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once they're gone, I'll ask where the right eye of Vecna is.
And the map doesn't appear to zoom in anywhere or register that that item exists on this plane of existence.
Okay, no right eye. How about the torso of Vecna?
And again, it appears that there is no object pinged on the map.
Maybe those are the only two. I don't know.
Agatha walks over and she hands you a little sweet roll.
I would nod gratefully and start eating it.
What's everyone else doing? Zoe?
I'm just taking in everything that everybody else is doing.
All right, I can have my conversation with Crimea real quick then. It won't be long. So Amos is going to kind of gently, in a gentle voice, ask her. So when you're being controlled, do you get knowledge from them as well? Like, can you reach back into whoever's controlling you and learn information from them?
She shakes her head. No, doesn't work like that.
Do you have any idea of how the connection was even broken in the first place?
She frowns and shakes her head. No, I know Mikiel was working on it for a long time. I don't know the specifics.
Mikiel was working on it. I'm like surprised that she even knows the name.
Yeah. I've known Mikiel for some time, Amos.
How? When did you meet?
About 6 months after I left home.
Well, what did she say to you? What happened?
We didn't really have at first deep connection at all. It was kind of just competitive archery, and she's just a friend, but for some reason she seemed connected to me, and I think she's the reason I'm free. I just can't seem to wrap my head around how.
Okay, this is very surprising information. Well, that's something to think about. Is there anything that you could tell us right now that would help us in regards to your former master and your group of the 7?
I know Archon is. They call him Archon the Cruel. He's horrible. He's extremely intelligent. Many of us thought that he was the spawn of Tiamat himself. He is cunning and thorough. She says, like a lump building in her throat, remembering all the calculated missions that she went on where he just leveled destruction.
So the fact that it's possible that he's a direct descendant of Tiamat might be the reason why he's so focused on bringing him back. That's good to know. Thank you. And I'm going to walk out. And when I come back out, so there's a possibility that this guy could potentially be a direct descendant of Tiamat, and that's why he's so driven to try to bring him back.
Boogie, you feel your sword, when this is spoken into the room, appears to be vibrating almost with eagerness at the sound of this. Is anyone gonna talk to Emus, or are they just he's gonna say that into the room and y'all just gonna stand there? Are we overloaded? You guys are making me feel like we need to call it a session.
I'm not overloaded. I want to keep going. Come on, where's everyone at?
I'm here. I want to keep going. I just don't know how to interact right now. Like, I feel like other people's stories are happening.
I mean, technically, I think that might be your story because it sounds like the counterpart to what you are to Bahamut.
Well, I thought the same thing, but I'm not supposed to overhear that, right?
No, I just came back into the room and told that to everyone.
Oh.
Oh shit, nigga. No.
Right,
Why
right. I
didn't
thought
you
this
say
was.
so?
I thought this was all private. So is Cremina back in the room?
Fermina stayed back. Having seen Varys again, she's going to be redirected over to that area.
So I'm gonna approach Emus and I'm gonna be like, comrade, you realize what you're saying, right? I'm a direct descendant of Bahamut. And they believe that the head of the Chosen of Shar is a direct descendant of Tiamat.
Emus is in a nod. Yeah, it does seem a lot of things here with our little group here. It seems to be mirrored with so it would make sense.
Interesting.
The prophecy. Do I remember more of the prophecy?
What do you know of the prophecy?
The little part that was in Sam Master's journal. Let me pull
There are
it
memories of like your instructors talking about the prophecy, but there was never like a
written down version of us having to
and
read.
a lot of the instructors seemed kind of skeptical, especially Thorin seemed very skeptical of the prophecy. The most skeptical of the group was Thorin, and then Oliver. And the most accepting of the prophecy were Tatsia and Raphael.
To the most devout.
Can someone please remind me, where do our instructors go again?
They went to wherever the red or the hooded lantern's message said to meet.
Yeah, they went to the forest where Archon the Cruel is.
Oh, the same spot?
Same forest. I can show you a picture of how big the forest is on the map.
Where's Thorin?
Thorin is with them.
Well, I already know where the that Archon guy is, but if
I
Thorin
see.
is
You're gonna
not,
talk to in the map.
yeah,
Gotcha. Okay, I'm going to, with snippet, ping in red where Archon is. So the red dot is where Shadowdale is. Then I'm going to ping and I'll tell you the colors I use for Thorin and Archon.
cool.
That'll be helpful.
Red pen. Archon. It's hard to see, whatever. Blue pen. Instructors. The suspense is killing me. So the big red dot is Shadowdale. The forest to the northeast is that forest. And then the northeast portion of the forest is where Archon is, and Thorin is where the blue circle is. Moving not northeast, but Thorin is moving northward.
Hmm.
And it appears that Archon is sitting still.
Okay. Right now, there's still a few miles from each other, so I don't think just yet it's worth sending a message. But if
What
they
do you mean
get
it's
too
not worth
close,
sending the message? I think it's
No.
worth sending the message just to let him know.
oh, you think even right now?
Yeah.
Here's
like,
his
maybe
exact
warn him.
location.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So
Can anyone
you
send him a message?
Yeah, if we figure out the words, I bet you Agatha would do it for us.
She nods. Yeah, can you just write it down and I'll get it sent out?
Real quickly, can Emus try to cast light on this wooden pillar in front of me?
Yeah, as you go to cast, you feel the magic surging through your body, and the spell casts light on the pillar.
Okay. So what do we want to tell him? We want to warn him that this guy is nearby. It's possible that he could be down in the Underdark or in the forest. Though I don't see why he'd be randomly in the forest still. Who wants to draft up a letter or the wording to send to him?
So,
Clemency, Bezoit?
weren't we able to see that he was in a forest?
Yeah, the map is pretty detailed in that regard. I don't believe he's in the Underdark.
Yeah, the map does not make it seem like he's in the Underdark.
Real quickly, out of curiosity, can I just ask the map, where is the Underdark?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Emus is going to just approach it and say, show me the Underdark's largest city.
And the map zooms out, and then deep in, zooming like into the earth over this area, the map has labeled Menzo Baranzan. And Celatami stands up and kind of looks over, examining the city. And he kind of frowns as if something is different than the last time he saw it.
Interesting. Okay, so he's probably in the woods then. All right.
So how many people are in the room right now? Tammy got healed. Celatami got healed. But we still have...
I don't think Celatami got healed.
Yeah, I cast... I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I cast Healing Hands on him.
How much did it heal?
1 second. Let me look. I got my character sheet back now.
What, you guys didn't want to pay 500,000 for Vorpal sword, a legendary sword.
I would be willing to if I had just 500,000 to throw at a sword.
A crit automatically beheads whatever you're attacking.
It's 14 hit points.
That sounds awesome.
And
Okay.
so that
So yeah, he's still injured, but he's definitely okay. Like he's not at risk of dying at all.
Well, we got Boogie, Cal, Emus, Celatami, and Agatha. Is Agatha hurt?
Agatha is hurt, but it's not like life. She has bruises and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm 72 out of 115.
Well, I was going to cast Prayer of Healing, and it heals up to 6 people of my choice. So everybody that's injured around me right now will gain 2d6 plus my spell modifier. And my spell modifier is 5. So 2d6 plus 5.
Okay. And you roll it for everybody?
It doesn't say.
I would think you would just roll once and then we all get the same.
I'm sorry, it's 2d8.
Yeah, I would think you would roll it and tell us what it is after your spell modifier. It seems weird that it would heal each person differently.
Yeah.
Right. Nice. Well, 17 for each.
Nice. Thank
There
you.
you go. I'm right around 2/3 of my health now.
2/3? What have you been doing, man?
Taking full damage from those attacks.
Wait, which attacks?
How much was it again? Plus what?
17.
17. Okay, thank you.
The radiant and shrapnel.
Oh, right. Well, do we think we should try to go after them or just send them this message? Well, I think we should send them a message, but do we want to try to go after them? Because I don't think they'll be able to handle this guy by themselves.
Oh.
Carmina opens the door, having been eavesdropping. If you're going after Archon, you're going to need an army.
So maybe, oh man, I don't know what to do. How do we raise an army?
Agatha looks over. What's the message I'm sending?
Warn them that I keep forgetting the guy's name. New characters, I can't never remember their names. Remind them that this guy is nearby and in the direction that they're heading, and that they should avoid him.
Would you like me to write it out in chat?
I would love that. I'm such a visual person. Thank you.
Archon the Cruel. So send a message warning them that they're headed straight to Archon, location of Archon, and that he's not to be trifled with, and they should avoid him until we can amass a greater force to subdue him.
Okay, I get 25 words, she says.
All right. Let's see. Heading to Archon. Archon. Do not engage. We need. I'm writing this out. We need more forces to subdue him. Avoid. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is Emus by the way. There you go. Oh, actually, let me change that a little bit. Say you are heading. You are heading. Because it makes it sound like we are heading, but that's not good. And I'm gonna make you are, or your to make it one word. There.
What is that? Shoot, we're not in Selgon. We're in. What's the city again?
We're in Shadowdale.
Shadowdale.
Thank you.
So you get 4 more words if you want them.
Does anyone want to add 4 more words?
So, here's something I've got.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Do each of those letters count as a word?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Your mic's off, babe.
Do not engage alone.
Yes. Do not engage alone. Yeah, add that at the end. I like that. And then we'll go with Andrews.
I would also add you're heading. I would add that you are heading into Arcan.
Out of words. It can only be 25. 1, 2, 3.
Into is one word. But see, Arcan, it makes it sound like it's a place, not a person. Unless
Read
they know
mine.
who this is.
They might know who this is. I have a feeling that they do. Since they have their memories back.
Also, even if they don't, mine spells out who he is.
Emus, I just realized how excessive and unneeded "by the way" is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
Okay, so we're sending Archon, leader of Sharians, is 12 miles north-northeast, 3 times as far, directly away from Shadowdale.
Don't engage.
And do not engage.
Do not engage. Okay. She closes her eyes and begins speaking that out. And the spell casts. And her brow furrows as she's listening. She smiles. She laughs. She goes, "Okay. Yeah, he got it."
Did they say? What did they say back?
He didn't seem happy about it, but I think he'll listen. And he
Thanks,
looks
I get
over. She
that.
looks over at Boogie. Teacher's kind of spunky.
Yeah, he's pretty great, isn't he?
Emus is going to take a second and kind of thoughtfully and think for a second and furrow his brow, and then he's going to slip a ring off his finger and give it and kind of hand it over to Crimea. And I'm going to hand her my ring of mind shielding.
She looks down at it. What is this?
I'm going to kind of shrug a little bit and not so loud because I'm, trying not to attract attention from others. It might help protect you. I don't know. Worth a shot.
Thank you. She's gonna take it and slip it on her finger, and it magically forms around hers. Smaller finger than yours. She just kind of looks down and is rubbing the gemstone, cherishing the idea of getting the gift from you. Are we leaving Shadowdale?
I think we should get back to our ship and where one of the relics is.
I agree, but I do want to shut down that portal first.
Yeah.
I guess maybe we can try to head out and see if we can try to find where that headmaster is coming from and try to intercept him.
Where is the headmaster, anyways?
He was doing school business out of town, was all we were told.
Let's find him.
Oh, use the map.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure his full name.
We could just try to ask, like, where is the headmaster of the magical college in this town?
Try her out, good buddy. as I nibble on that sweet roll still that Agatha gave me.
All right, I'll give it a shot. So I'll turn to the map and say, show us where the headmaster is to the of the magical college of this town of Shadowdale. I'll specify of Shadowdale.
I need to look up to see if that meets the qualification. Okay, so yeah, it gives you an answer, but the more vague the question, the more vague the answer is. So it zooms out of Shadowdale and then off to the south of Shadowdale, kind of like the area on the map. If you're looking at the map, it's kind of like the area that says the Dalelands. Over in that area is kind of this yellowish aerial highlight, like the entire area is kind of highlighted, indicating that he's somewhere within the parameters of that.
Like, how far away is that from us?
That is like the beginning of that area. Map it out. Damn browser shut down on me. About 100 miles to the south of you.
Okay, my vote is that we pack it in for the night. Maybe we take some time training, reading some books, doing some more shopping, and we wait for the headmaster. Once the headmaster gets back and we can deal with the portal situation, then I think we should try to gather the supplies we need that we came for originally and head back towards our ship. Get that operational, and then we can go about trying to come up with a plan to build a group or a guild to go after this guy.
The portal seems to be getting more dangerous every hour. I don't know if we should... I don't think that we should give it another 18 hours.
So, Dalen's. Boogie, wasn't that where you were working and you got like a favor from a dwarf there or something?
No, you're thinking of
No?
Oriana had a favor there.
Curses. Our quitters.
Boogie has a favor from Mithril Halls.
Well, what we think about maybe evacuating the town to get away from it. I bet you that would trigger a response from the mages because we're evacuating the town and they're trying to tell everyone it's okay. We're like, it's clearly not okay.
Ramina speaks up and she says, Archon isn't stupid, prideful like Trill was. He won't come at you solo. He's
Right, and
cunning
I'm thinking that
calculated.
this portal and the mages and Archon being so close has to be all connected.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously it has to be connected because they were here in the first place. Okay, for the long-term plan, does that sound like a plan? We deal with this portal of the town, then we head out, get our ship, and then we try to start building a group to go after this guy. For right now, to deal with the portal, maybe we could, like I said, maybe we could try evacuating the town, or start trying to draw attention to it. Where was the guy, the dude that was casting the floating eyeball that was like a TV newscaster thing? Maybe we can find him and help put out a message.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much. So much.
I know, and here's my thought too. Like, we can't do anything about the portal. None of us have that kind of strong magic. None of us can do anything about Archon. The party that we've been waiting around town for to appease the townspeople is being put off. Like, everything just keeps being put off, and we're just basically wasting time.
Well, why don't I try to go? Let's go try to find the guy that's like the TV guy, the newscaster guy. Let's try to go find him, and maybe we can get him to help us put out a message about the portal, get people to safety.
Okay, but where are they going to go?
Pack up and go into the woods for a bit until we can make sure give the all clear. Go camping in the rain.
And if his magic doesn't work out there, I wonder if his magic would work from in here, Agatha says.
I don't think that would matter. Even if it doesn't work, he'd probably still know the right people to talk to get people to or the proper channels of the proper way to channel information to spread the word.
Oh, that's a good question. It might be worth casting another message to find out if the headmaster is having trouble getting back.
I'm gonna look over at Agatha. Do you think you could try contacting him directly?
I can try, but generally, if I haven't met him, it doesn't work.
Yeah, we don't even know his name.
Well, I'm gonna go try to find the guy that was casting the eye of viewing, and Emus turns to go out into the rain.
You're just gonna call out his name over there? Or?
I'm gonna, and Emus is over his shoulder. No, I'm just gonna start knocking on some doors.
As you say, knocking on some doors and walk out into the rain, a very, very large and powerful bolt of lightning streaks horizontally across the sky to the north towards the direction of the forest, being so bright that you can see this now, even without magic vision, with the illuminated background of the lightning bolt. You can see this condensed negative energy almost that is like up in the sky above the portal, is almost like a stream or small river flowing in the sky towards the forest.
Where does it seem to be flowing from?
From the portal.
Emus is gonna kind of stagger for a second, taking it back, and he's gonna call back. Guys, I really think we should evacuate the town now.
Into a lightning storm?
All right.
What
So
happened?
is that what the plan? Everyone's
That's
gonna
what
be
Emus, that's what Emus is setting out to do right now. I'm
So
gonna go
if I-
evacuate the fucking town.
If I don't know if I saw that lightning and saw the energy going from the portal off towards Archon.
Nah, Ema saw it when he walked out. If he's not conveying it, that
Yeah, I was like, what happened? And because I wouldn't just want. I'd want to actually do something about that.
Okay, so Emus is gonna turn to Boogie, calling out to him in the rain. Look, I see energy being pulled from the portal in the direction of what's his name, Archon. We really should evacuate the city and try to work on getting that portal shut down now.
Yeah, so I think we stop the mages forcibly.
Well, you guys can work on that. I still want to get innocent people out of the city. Maybe you guys work on that. I'll start working on clearing the town.
Agatha sighs. Okay. She starts heading out with Boogie.